Alright, what's going on, you guys? Brian here with a quick recap for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. This was the go-home show before this Sunday's Elimination Chamber match, or Elimination Chamber event, that will feature two Elimination Chamber matches, one for the WWE Championship, and the other to see who will face Roman Reigns for the Universal title the very same night. But on tonight's episode of Raw was all about the Raw side as far as the Elimination Chamber event come Sunday is concerned. We had a gauntlet match to see who will be the last one to be released from the pod during the WWE title Elimination Chamber match. And we saw one participant that was going to be in the Chamber match remove himself as The Miz in the opening segment of Monday Night Raw after being headbutted by his guest on Miz TV, Drew McIntyre, would cut a promo talking about how he doesn't need to be in the Elimination Chamber. He has the Money in the Bank contract, and he is removing himself from the Elimination Chamber match on Sunday. He then would meet up with Adam Pearce a little bit later on in the show to have maybe Pearce put John Morrison in his place. Then we had another backstage segment a little bit later on in the show that would see Kofi Kingston make his argument why he should be in the Elimination Chamber match. Miz walked up during this segment. They got into a back and forth. Adam Pearce, who was there as well, said, "You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Kofi, you're going to go one-on-one with Miz. Miz, if you win, then Sunday, Morrison's in the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title. Kofi, if you win, then you're in the Chamber match for the WWE Championship." So it was a big time match to see who would be the sixth and final participant in the Chamber match on Sunday. And I'll get into that in just a moment. Other matches that took place on tonight's Raw: Riddle and Lucha House Party defeated the Hurt Business in six-man tag team action. We had two 24/7 title changes, one after the other. Akira Tozawa defeated R-Truth, and then a few seconds later would lose the title to Bad Bunny, who will be the musical guest on this Saturday night on Saturday Night Live. So you know what that means. They're probably going to have cameras there to document if R-Truth goes in and gets the 24/7 title back. In other matches, we had Charlotte Flair and Asuka in a tag team match against Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans, which ended in a no contest. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm screaming, but I want to make sure that there is no audio issues. So if I'm screaming, please, I do apologize in advance. This one with Lacey and Peyton taking on Charlotte and Asuka ended in a no contest when Lacey, who got tagged in, refused to get in the ring. She started walking up the ramp and then would tell Charlotte Flair that Charlotte can't touch her because Lacey's pregnant. She would announce that she's pregnant, so that's what it was. Then we had Kofi Kingston defeating The Miz to earn his way into the Elimination Chamber match on Sunday. Then we also had a Sheamus interview. We had a Lana and Naomi interview. We had a Randy Orton promo talking about this Sunday's Elimination Chamber match, which would be interrupted by Alexa Bliss, who basically was talking about the Fiend being reborn. We had Shayna Baszler defeating Lana via submission to the Kirifuda Clutch. And then Sheamus would defeat Drew McIntyre in the Gauntlet match to earn the right to be the last one to enter the chamber last this Sunday at Elimination Chamber, which gives Sheamus a huge advantage heading into Sunday. That gauntlet match also included AJ Styles, Kofi Kingston, Drew McIntyre, as I mentioned, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton. So that field is set. They also announced that this Friday night on SmackDown, the 6 combatants in the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match will be competing in a 6-man tag team match, as it will be Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Daniel Bryan taking on King Corbin, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. So that's going to be an interesting 6-man tag on SmackDown this Friday. So yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Raw was what it was. It was another episode of, confusing storylines and, things heading into a pay-per-view, into a big event. So, yeah, pretty much that about wraps it up. This has been my Raw recap. Once again, I do apologize if it sounds like I'm screaming or yelling really loud. I just want to make sure that there's no audio issues. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. This has been my Raw recap. As always, I am Brian, and thank you for watching.